Hello, I'm Lila.
And I'm Robert.
And we're on a path of self-improvement, documenting our journey with you here on YouTube. If you want to be part of this adventure, don't forget to hit that subscribe button below.
Hello.
This episode is not sponsored by Squarespace, but it is dedicated to my sister Daphne and all those who are ready to find their unique light and shine it into the world.
Given the circumstances of the last few weeks, we found ourselves questioning our direction in life. Let me know if you've ever had a fear like this. You get to the end of your life and have nothing but regrets and having run out of time. It wasn't until recently that we understood that the important thing to living a fulfilled life is finding your why and building your personal brand.
How many of us are going through life, trying out various career paths, but always feeling like there is more? More fun to be had, more of an impact to be left, a better way to spend our time than that 9-to-5 job that leaves us bored and feeling depressed.
How much time do we actually have left in our life? Here's the equation to figure that out. Subtract your age from 80. Now multiply that by 365. For us, that's 18,250. Whatever that number is for you, that's actually how many days you have left to live if you live just to be 80 years old. Now compare that to the days you're doing something you don't love. Is that what life is about? We don't think so.
Many times we take life for granted, and without any consideration that today might be our last. So in view of how much time we have left on planet Earth, what would you like to be doing with those precious days you have left?
Over the years, we've continually disrupted our beliefs and questioned what our purpose is. Here are our 7 steps to how you can find your why and how they can save you from living a life of regrets.
We've created a little acronym for it. Embrace. It doesn't matter how old you are or what your past has been like. If you follow these steps, they will lead you to uncover your why. It's never too late to start living joyfully.
Number 1, engage in yourself. We both attained what some would consider dream careers, and for some time it felt like there was something missing. It's like the discomfort finally was acknowledged. You have to take the time to engage in yourself, to start to develop awareness on the first step of your new journey.
Number 2, massive discovery. This is where you pinpoint the source of the internal discomfort. Is it your job? Is it your relationship? What is that for you? Well, 5 years ago for me, it was both my job and my relationship. In this discovery phase, it's likely that some fears will creep up and that your rational mind will find all the ways to justify your old beliefs.
I feel many people are scared to change and take the first steps into action, scared of taking responsibility over one's life and leaving one's comfort zone. I can relate to that. I currently find myself in that position once again. I studied for years to become a commercial pilot. I graduated with a great job, and during the first week, I recognized that it still wasn't it. It's a weird feeling to work towards a perceived dream and realize that it just isn't your true passion. It's also tough to accept those thoughts and accept your previous self for making certain decisions. I've learned that every moment is perfect the way it is. And to see this is crucial to move on to the next step.
Number 3, become responsible. How many of us judge ourselves for not having followed our passion in the past, or for not having believed in ourselves enough? I looked so hard to find what I wanted to do in life, and I thought I had it: fashion design. Although I did follow my passion at the time, I still found myself wanting more. I held on so tightly to the identity I had given myself, and I loved the way it sounded when I told others I was a fashion designer. But the more I looked inward, the more I realized I was really trying to be someone I wasn't.
To become responsible, we have to recognize that our limiting beliefs and our thought patterns need to be changed. Taking ownership, although it can be scary, is empowering. It opens doorways to the solutions, new levels of maturity, and personal growth.
Number 4, recognize limiting beliefs. Once you've accepted that you are the only one that knows what you want and that you need to figure it out, you have to identify what's no longer serving you. We've been conditioned by so many different factors since birth. Parental, social, political, that most of the time we defend beliefs that aren't even our own.
You might notice beliefs such as, achieving my dreams is hard work and unreasonable. It's best to take any job that pays me. I don't come from a wealthy family, so I could never be rich. My body isn't strong and I easily get injured. That's one that I resonate with. I don't have anything important to say. No one should listen to me. So on and so forth.
A book we found helpful in this process is The Code of the Extraordinary Mind by Vishen Lakhiani. Check it out in our book recommendations below.
Number 5, activate intention. After taking a journey through your mind and identifying which baggage you're tired of lugging around, you can now choose your new destination. To help you do this, begin with a simple question. If money and time weren't an issue, what would you want to do? If that's hard to answer, write a list of what you're good at and start from there.
Number 6, commence change. Once you have your intention, it's time to take action. This can be a bit of a scary step because you're actually changing your identity. It's easy to feel overwhelmed during this step, so just break it down into bite-sized chunks. And remember that every action taken with your why in mind is leading you in the right direction.
In the book, The Power of Positive Thinking, Vincent Peale talks of trapeze artists and how it is said that you must throw your heart out over the bar and have faith that your body will follow. Embrace the uncertainty and step out of your comfort zone into the gap between where you previously were and where you see yourself being.
Number 7, embody your new self. This is a step to celebrate. You've come a long way from the beginning and have now started creating your own personal brand. So congratulate yourself. Here you start seeing things falling into place and you feel that the weight of old patterns and beliefs has been lifted. So you have the courage to tackle any challenge that comes your way.
Leela and I are at the point in life where we've identified our why. We feel like it is our duty to bring love and joy and joyness into everything in our lives and to share that with the world, empowering people to do the same. We feel blessed to share our journey with you and are grateful for the community this platform brings to us.
The more you take control and embrace these 7 steps, the more you'll see that personal growth becomes a natural way of life. Resisting change is always easier, but it will cost you your happiness and create regrets later on in life.
So what's your job right now? Your job is to take the time to get to know yourself, because there is no better representation of beauty than someone who is unafraid to be themselves. If you're consistently living someone else's why, how can you find your own?
Oftentimes we want to see the whole picture before we make a move, but that's actually what stops us from moving at all. You wouldn't want your GPS to give you all of the directions at once. We will always be in a moment of transition, on that next stepping stone, so we might as well start enjoying the process and paying attention to the now. It's gonna allow us to appreciate the current situation as it is and be eager for the more that will inevitably arrive.
Hey everyone, if you've gotten this far, well done to you. We're trying new ways of making these videos, so we'd love to hear your feedback in the comments below. Peace.